Hello, my name is Kevin Probst, and welcome to Kevin's Corner, where I write articles and I make videos about worldview and theology, about politics, and how it all interacts with the culture in which we live. And today is July 25th of 2025, and I want to talk to you about how undeserving we are of the blessings of God. I have been fortunate to have lived in many beautiful parts of the country during my 6 decades. I grew up running through the hardwood forested areas of northwestern Pennsylvania. I fished in Lake Erie and in French Creek, the river that flowed near our home. I hiked through the 11,000 acres of Black Forest or Cook's Forest, home to some of the tallest trees in the northeastern part of the United States. I lived 8 years in the mountains of eastern Kentucky along the North Fork of the Kentucky River. I also lived in the Holston Valley of northeastern Tennessee, and I now live in a wooded area between West Point Lake and Pine Mountain on the southern edge of Appalachia. I have lived in many beautiful places, always appreciating the beauty of creation. It is astonishing how beautiful His creation is, even though it is sin stained. Its original pristine beauty was defiled by the sinful nature of man and his failure to tend to the garden given him by a gracious God. Jesus Christ is the creator of all the beauty that surrounds us. John 1:3 declares that all things were created through him, and apart from him, not one thing was created that has been created. Not only is he the creator, he also holds it all together. He sustains all things by the power of his word, Hebrews 1:3. I have wondered at the beauty of his creation while standing in awe at Niagara Falls. I have experienced the exhilaration of praise welling up within my soul as I witnessed the beauty of Glacier National Park and Yellowstone. I have crossed the great river that divides our continent many times and marveled at the power of the Almighty as he keeps the waters of the Atlantic and the Pacific perpetually pounding the shores of this beautiful country. Many, O Lord, are the wonderful works which you have done, Psalm 45. And then there's this. Christ left this promise to his followers. If I go away and prepare a place for you, I will come again and take you to myself, so that where I am, you may also be. That's John 14:3. What sort of place might he be preparing for us? Imagine a place that has never been polluted by sin, a place that perfectly reflects the image of a righteous and holy God. We realize that what we see of the whole of creation is very limited. When we look up into the night sky and realize that there is a star speck out there that is 10 billion times larger than our sun, it is overwhelming to contemplate the creative provision of God for man. Has he not given a wonderful world in which we might live? For those who are his followers, is he not preparing a much greater place for us to spend eternity with him? Consider this. If you do not yet feel overwhelmed by the love of God, there was only one clear way or path to his glorious provision. God's Son cleared that way when he willingly submitted to the cross and took upon himself the punishment that we deserve for our sinfulness. He has done so much for us. What have we done for him? Paul addressed this when he wrote to the Colossians. Whatever you do, do it from the heart, as something done for the Lord and not for people. Colossians 3:23. One day, we will all stand in the judgment before our Creator and Savior for a review of the lives that we have lived. Should we not ask, after all that he has done for us, what have we done for him? I fear that on that day, many will have to confess that They live their lives pursuing material comforts and fleshly pleasures. Oh, that we might live to hear the words, "Well done, good and faithful servant," Matthew 25:21. May we not have to look into the face of God, who sacrificed his very Son, knowing that we lived our entire lives to satisfy ourselves, knowing we made little or no sacrifice for the sake of the lost, knowing we failed to contribute to the great cause of Christ. I am reminded of the words written by David Livingstone, who was willing to make great sacrifices so that he might minister to lost souls on the continent of Africa. Hear his words, "O Lord, since thou hast died to give thyself for me, no sacrifice could be too great for me to make for thee. I only have one life, and that will soon be past. I want my life to count for Christ. What's done for him will last. I followed thee, my Lord, and glory in thy cross. I gladly leave the world behind and count all gain as loss." Thank you for spending some time at Kevin's Corner today. If you enjoy videos and articles like this, please like and subscribe for free. And if you think this to be helpful to someone you know, please share. And until next time, be strong and courageous.